Hello everyone, my name is Simone. I'm one of the main developers behind ViZual, and today I wanted to show you the visual motion editor. So this is version 1.0. It's still really basic, it's still the beginning, but it has a lot of possibility, I think, and also it was super fun to develop. So how to get started? Well, by default it is off, as it is a module, so you need to activate it by going to your module setting, VZ Motion, click enable and click apply, and now you have a new button here. If you click to open it, you will see I have no VZ Motion file. The idea is to basically every animation that you do with this editor are saved in a single file that you can then share within project or with friend. You can send it to community and send it to other people, and they can reuse them in their own project. So let me create one new one. Call it tutorial, create. And before I continue, let me show you what I mean. So if I close this right now, I create a new file called tutorial, save it, close it. If I open my project folder, you will see that I have a new folder here inside asset that I call animation, and this is the file. This is the file you can share with people and share within project. Alright, let's get back in. Reopen this. So you have a few panels here. The main one is the canvas, which is here. You can use the middle mouse button and the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. You can make it go back to 100%, zoom here and out here, make it fit so it adapts to your viewport. You can also see transparency. This is the detail panel where all the options will be, and this is your main timeline with your layer. If you press spacebar, it will play. You can also loop. Spacebar again will pause, and then you can stop. You can also scrub in it, but right now we have nothing, so let's add some stuff. You can add, as version 1.0, you can add only two things, which is image and text. Other things are coming. So in this case I'll add an image, and I'll take sky, and when it's added there, you can see I have the layer sky. You can scale it with the blue square or rotate it with the yellow circle, and of course move it around. You can also see that all the options are set up here. You can reset them. So in my case I will zoom out and I will make the sky take all the space. Okay, and I will add another layer that will be my ground. Scale it as well. Let's get a bit bigger so I can actually move it and animate it. You can see that it's on top, so it will be on top of the sky. If I were to move the sky like that, the sky will be on top. Save that. Let me add another one, which will be my cloud. I'll do the same. I'll scale it and move it a bit here. There you go. I'll save. Now, how to animate? Well, let's animate first the ground. You can do two ways. The first one is to create a keyframe by clicking the little key, and it will create keyframe everywhere, and you can see that it's all red. That means it has animation. And then move, let's say 60, and then I'll move that one, then create another keyframe. If I animate, it will move that way, which works okay, but sometimes you want to just start moving things around. So let me save that first. Let me select my cloud, and the other way is to basically create your key and then click auto. And what auto does, you can see that everything is red. That means everything I'm going to change will be automatically recorded. It's basically auto keyframe. So if I move this one on the side, you can see that it creates a keyframe in position. I can adjust the opacity. Now the opacity has a keyframe. So it's up to you the way you want to animate. Just be careful that when you're in auto, whatever you do will be recorded. So I'll turn it off, press spacebar. Okay, that's moving okay, that's nice. Now let's add some text actually. I'll zoom a bit big inside, click plus, add text. Text has the same option. You can move them around, animate it, all of that. But you can also write, so in this case I will write visual. And then this is version 54, so I have only the font that comes with ViZual, but version 55, depending on which version you download it, you can add your own font. So you will have here a button to add the font. In my case, I have 54, so I don't have that. I'll use Verdana. You can make it bold, italic, change the color. You can also create an outline. In this case, I would make it orange. There you go. Maybe I put it a bit higher. Alright, maybe I'll make the cloud go in front of it. Alright, but now let's get this text animated. So let me first save. You have a text effect here, and you have text in, text out. These are animations that basically happen on the text when they show up and when they leave. So in this case, text in will start at frame 0 for 24 frame, let's say, and I will do a fade. So now if I start, it will automatically fade the text. You can also do things with like typewriter. And if you know or used Flash back in the day, you can also do all the character pop and character rise that Flash add. So in this case, I will do character fade. Perfect. And for the out, I will do... Let's extend our timeline first. So in the timeline, actually, you can zoom out. And you have this gray bar here, that's this frame. That means your timeline will end here. But if you want more or less, you can drag this gray one or just enter it manually. So I will do 120. So now if I were to play, it will go longer. So let's go back to our text and do a text out, let's say at frame 60 for 20 frame, and let's do a shrink. So from frame 60, it will for 20 frame basically shrink it. Alright, not bad. Let's add another text. Add another text. Let's show where visual is. Let's create this one bigger. Motion editor. Let's make it actually a bit smaller. Verdana as well. Move it a bit up. Keep it not italic, same 2, and let's make this one bluish. Then the same text effect, let's actually make it start around frame 30 and faster, and that will be typewriter, and get out at 60, same fade. Alright, so now if I were to move it, there you go. Pretty simple. Now I'll save that. Now, okay, that's here, that's working, all of that. So how do I use it? Well, you use it inside your story tile. So to do that, I'm going to create a few story tile here. And you have a few ways to use it. So let me create a narrator. Then if you go to visual under, you can enable motion and select your file, and you have autoplay, loop, also a delay for how long it waits before to start the video. And then if you press play, start, then it plays in the background. But this is kind of annoying that this thing is in the front of it, right? I mean, it can work sometimes, it cannot work if you have transparency, but this is a full screen thing. So let me stop that. And let's instead use full control. So if you click that, full control will basically overwrite everything and only show the video. And then when the video finishes, if the player click, it will go to the next story tile, only a single choice. If you have multiple choices and you use full control, it will always choose the first one. So let me save this and let me play. Now, if I were to press start, it plays automatically. And then if I click, it goes to the next one, which is this one. And that's basically how you use your file. This is still only the beginning, it's really early, but I think it can help in many ways, including creating maybe some animated menu, animated scene, and all of that are also using transparency. So if I were to go back here and actually kill my sky, and you can see that basically this is transparent now. So I'll save, I'll go back here, and I'll select background image. Now if I were to play that, start, this is happening on your background. And that's the same with character and all of that, right? So you can use this as an extra layer either over or under the text. And you decide that by clicking on each of your layer. You have an option that say under text or over text. And this will basically decide how it will render based on your text container or your characters. If you want some cloud to pass in front of the character or this kind of thing, you can do all of that. In any case, this is the first step. A lot more is coming when I fix it. And if you need any help or any question or anything, join the Discord, ping me. I'm always happy to answer anything. And yeah, can't wait to see what you do with all of that. Thank you.